all the way up until today, we've had all these amazing games made by the one and only Scott Cawthon that have led up to such an amazing Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It almost feels too good to be true. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about my honest review on what I think the FNAF movie was like and what could be better with it, personally. Well, I think just to start things off, I'm gonna just get straight over the cringe factor. The scenes that made me cringe out the most were probably the scenes where what's wrong with me? The scenes where Abby was building the fort and they were building and the music came on that really didn't suit that, and then Bonnie fell over and gave the thumbs up and they were all lying under the table fort thing. Yeah, I really didn't like that scene at all. I thought it was really stupid how the animatronics were acting nice. I wanted to see more of them being kind of more aggressive, because there was only kind of barely any of that. There could have been more, but the movie's still great. It was just that scene that I really didn't like at all out of it. So I guess that's the cringe factor done. Let's talk about the whole map design in the movie, because it's definitely different to the first game. Look, the design in the movie it's not any design that we've seen in any of the games, because I'll show a picture of what the FNAF 1 map looks like, and then I'll show a picture of what the movie map looks like. They're really different. So, I don't see what's up with that. And another thing is that if you're younger than 9 years old, I recommend you do not watch this movie, because there are some pretty violent scenes in the movie that I feel like it could probably creep a kid out under the age of 9, so don't watch it if you're like 8 or 7 or something like that. So that's just a warning. You can do whatever you want if you're allowed to, but yeah. I think I have to talk about the Springlock failure scene, because I feel like that's a scene that was pretty anticlimactic, but they did it in a really good way. I don't know how to explain it, but they did it really well. Like, they did the detail of the Springlock actually going into William's chest, and it was really well done, but I feel like it was quite anticlimactic. Like, he didn't really scream at all. Obviously he was struggling to breathe. There is a thing where the Springlocks, struck his vocal cord, so that could have been a reason. But in the end, he said,
"I always come back."
I don't really know, but they did the Springlock failure scene very well. Another thing that confused me before I watched the movie is why instead of Elizabeth, they chose Abby as the name. But then I realized that if you actually switch the letters around in the name Abby, you can actually get Baby, which is like, if you don't know the lore behind Five Nights at Freddy's, basically there is a little girl named Elizabeth who is she goes up to this animatronic named Circus Baby, and then Circus Baby entices her with an ice cream cone, and then she goes to grab the ice cream cone, but then Baby is a little jerk, and then a big jerk, and then she does a pretty bad thing to Elizabeth. But then Elizabeth is the person to possess Baby, so they could have named Elizabeth Abby because it's Baby, maybe not. I just explained that really stupidly. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to end the video here, since I can't really find any more footage of the FNAF movie, and there aren't very many images that I can use, but it's finally happened. I've got actually 102 subscribers. I'm so happy that you guys have subscribed to me, and it's just amazing. So please keep it up.